Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome if you're new here. So it's time to use another palette that you've chosen for me to use next. Now it was a tie between the Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions, they both got 11%, and the Colourpop Self-Made Pastel palette. And I have used the Self-Made Pastel palette before and I haven't used this. I've had this way over a year. I don't know why I've not used it. I think I'm going to put this Popper Yellow in the inner corner because there is no inner corner shade. So we're just going to see what we can do. First of all, I need to use my Too Faced chocolate bar. You know the drill, guys. If you watch me regular, I've got a ton of clean brushes here and I've also got some, so we shouldn't run out of clean brushes. All these as well. Okay, oh it's here. I use the same one all the time. It's just to put the Too Faced white chocolate shade all over the lid and into the crease. Just because this primer creases on there. And I'm getting to the bottom of the W7 primer. I don't know what I'm going to do after that because I have got one by Doll Beauty. But in my first impressions, which hasn't gone up yet, it went up on Patreon last week. In my first impressions, I didn't like it. My lovely mother, hiya. See what I mean? She has got the sixth sense. Right, so what brush do I want to use? Well, for transition shade, I thought I could go in with this shade first. I always say this when I use the Obsession palettes. Huda, why don't you put names on them? Do a little grid on the back. But I mean, you have to put ingredients on by law, don't you? But I mean, we all know it's an eyeshadow palette. Surely she could find somewhere to put a little grid on like Makeup Revolution do, so I don't know. What do you guys think? I think I'm going to go in with this B blending brush. I'm going to use this mirror as well. Am I? Yeah, I can still see through it. I leave the plastic on all my mirrors and sometimes I can't see, but in this case I can. This brush, guys, I absolutely love it. And I got it in the sale for next to nothing. Wish I would have picked two up now. It practically blends the eyeshadow out for me. Really, really pretty transition. So with this palette I'm only going to do 2 looks. I honestly don't know what I'm going to put up on Patreon. It's going to be some kind of early access video for this Sunday because I don't have time to film another video, I don't think. Right, so we'll take a different brush. We'll take one of these. They're not the best. Oh, that one's still a bit damp. Take this one then. It says it's a Sigma Blending E25. I don't think it is. I think it's a knockoff. I want to go in maybe with this shade and then that shade up there. Actually, let's just mix them both together and see what we get. Ooh, vibrant. Start off packing it in the outer V and then blend it like halfway. Wow, that looks nice. Do the same on the left eye. I always struggle with the left eye though, guys. Yeah, luckily I've got a load of videos that are due to go up on my main YouTube channel, so I can just schedule one to go up on Patreon. So I'm not going to struggle for videos. I might come up with something new to film as well. I think I'm going to go on with this just with my finger. It feels pretty stiff, but that is a gorgeous colour. Oh my gosh. It's like an orange coral. And it goes really, really nice with this outer V shade. I think this is definitely the best shimmer in the palette. Look at that, guys. I wish my camera had better focus on it so you could see it better. I absolutely adore that. Right, so for inner corners, let me get a brush. For inner corner, I'm going to use this Sigma Pencil E30, and again, I think it's a knockoff from eBay. And I'm going to use that yellow that we spoke about. It's like a canary yellow, this one here. And I'm just going to pop that in the inner corner. Like so. Really build it up to make it nice and bright. Don't normally do this, but I didn't know where else to use it. Could have done it for lash line, that would have looked pretty as well. Okay, loving that. Right. Excuse me, guys. Frog in my throat. Right, I really like this brush. And is it this one? Yeah. I really like this brush, and again, I'm kicking myself for not getting another one because there was a few of them when I got this. It's by Japanesque. It's a 346 brush, and it's kind of tapered here, so it makes a really good smudgy brush. I don't think it is a smudgy brush, I think it's a packing on brush. But I'm going to go in with those two shades again here, just to tie the look in. And my left eye's watered, so it's not looking as good. Oh well, that'll do. Right, so mascara is the Essence of False Lashes, the Huge that we use. And I can't recommend it highly enough, guys. Say this in every single video. You're probably fed up of hearing it, but it really is a good mascara. And I'm kicking myself for not trying this palette sooner, because this eye look, I'm low-key obsessed with it, guys. Granted, it is looking more orange, but I'm definitely on the orange vibe train at the moment. I don't even know how that happened. So two of my very good friends here on YouTube absolutely love orange eyeshadow, and they really suit it. And I always thought that I didn't, that it clashed with my hair. I mean, I wouldn't say my hair's orange, it's red, it's ginger, except I don't like the word ginger, so I just call it red. So I always thought it clashed for that reason, but I think it looks super pretty. And a few of you guys have said that it does as well, and that it really makes my eyes pop. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to listen to you guys more. If you've got any ideas for colour combination eyeshadows that you want me to try, that you've not seen me try, leave it in the comments down below. It might be a good way to push me out of my comfort zone. So now then, white chocolate. So we need to go back in with white chocolate from the Too Faced palette for the brow bone. And to be honest, this shade is just like a setting powder. Right, and then I'm just going to go back in with a little bit more of that shade down there for the lid. It's gone a bit chunky now with me using my finger. Eyeshadows aren't really meant to be applied with fingers, but that's the best way to apply these kind of shades, in my opinion. Or if you've got those applicators I normally apply them with, but they're in a drawer and I can't be bothered hunting them down. and then you know what kind of lipstick I'm going to wear with this look, I bet, don't you, if you watch me often. I want to try this one. It's the NYX Morocco shade. I don't think there's that much left, but we're going to put this on and it should tie the whole look together. I've overlined it a little bit. Right, so that looks beautiful, even if I do say so myself. So this is the overall look, guys. And we haven't used that many eyeshadows. We used this one here in the centre. Then we went in with that one and that one, so that's 3. Then that one 4, that one 5. So we've used 5 of the 9. So tomorrow I'm hoping to use the other shades. I don't think I'll be using this one though. It's pretty red, isn't it? So yeah, it's pretty red. I might kind of mix it with one of the other shades. That's a way of me using it, because I do want to do the full review on the palette when I come to it at the end of the month. But yeah, this is the overall look. Thank you for joining me today. Please join me tomorrow for day 2 look 2. Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be doing the second look with the Huda Coral Obsessions. And I'm quite obsessed with it, guys. I didn't think I'd like this as much as I do, just purely because they've been a bit skinny with the shimmers. It's 7 mattes and 2 shimmers, so my OCD is saying no to that, because I do like at least, in a £9 palette I would have liked at least 4 shimmers, just to make it kind of even. So yeah, we're going to go in with this one today. It's kind of like a rose gold. It's really, really pretty. So not as nice as the coral that we used yesterday though. I'm going to try and use all the shades I didn't use yesterday, but I'm going to have troubles with this one here because I don't really do red. Maybe for the outer V we'll do it. So which ones haven't I used? Just trying to figure out what I used yesterday. So I used that. I don't think I used this one. I mean, I possibly might have done. Let's use that for the transition. I think I used that one for the transition yesterday, and then I went in with that one. I'm almost sure I did. If not, we're going to be using one of the same shades I used yesterday. I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques blend shadow brush. Let's bring you closer so you've got a hope of actually seeing what I'm doing. I feel like I've got hair everywhere. And I'm not even, it might not turn out well because I've not even set my base today. Yeah, there's a hair there. I've not set my base and I've not put finishing powder on. Well, that just won't do. I mean, it looks pretty flawless, so it doesn't look cakey. I might just leave it as it is, my base, without the finishing powder. Yesterday it looked pretty cakey, but I used the Uma Say What foundation. Not a lover of it, guys, even though I'm mixing it with another foundation to get my shade. I'm really not a lover of the actual foundation, and it's my most expensive foundation in my collection. I think I paid about £22–23 for it, and that's just not me. I'm completely a drugstore foundation girl. I don't believe in paying extra for foundation because I use it constantly. I use it daily. I don't just save it for special occasions. The only one that I really want that I would pay more for is Urban Decay's Hydromaniac. But I'd love to try a sample of that before I actually splurged on it. I was going to get it. Looked fantastic, had a sale a few months ago and I was going to get it in that. But even in the sale, it was still pretty expensive, and I'm like, Andy, don't do it. So I didn't do it. And something else that I'd really, really like is Pat McGrath's Under Eye Setting Powder in the shade 1, just to have a really nice under eye setting powder, because I also struggle with dry under eyes, and I've heard that's a good one. Is there a dupe for that, guys? Let me know if you know of a dupe for that powder. Do you know the lightest one that she does? I think I've found a dupe for it within my collection, and I do use it and I like the way it looks, and that's why I know I like the Pat McGrath one. I've heard that it has that pearlescent sheen to it, and that's what makes you under eye look really, really nice. And my Makeup Revolution one does the same. It's in a palette with a couple of other powders. I'm sure I've spoke to you about that in the past before, but it's in a Radiant palette. The powders in that palette are like the Hourglass ones. Right, so now what we're doing, let's blend it out. I think it's a BH Cosmetics brush. I don't know what number it is because that's come off, because I've had them years at this point, at least 7 years I would say. I got them in a set from TK Maxx and they were that good. I got 2 sets of it, so yeah, I don't know. Look, that's another one, so that's the other one from the other set. That's how much I like them. Right, so next shade. I know for that we didn't use that brown. Let's go in with that brown. I know I used these 2 here yesterday, so we're not going to touch them. Let's go in with a brown. The brown can go in the lash line as well. Right, so I'm taking it to about halfway and then blending it out with this brush again. Not adding any extra colour. Going back in with that brush, still got a little bit of colour on and packing it more onto the outer V. Then we'll do the same on the left eye. What do you think of these palettes, guys? Do you like them? Have you got this one in your collection? What do you think of it? I feel like it's performing well. I know her formula has come a long way since these older palettes. They don't even do this one anymore, I don't think. I think you'd be able to get it at TK Maxx or TJ Maxx if you live in the States. Right, let's put some of that red on. I'm going to go in with the same brush. I'm literally going to just dab a little bit of it and just mix it in. Just to this outer V shade here. Put a bit more on. Yeah, like that. Don't want too much red. And I don't think I'll be adding that to the lash line. What I want to do now, guys, is just go into my Too Faced chocolate bar and use white chocolate. I don't know if I'm bringing you the update on that in June or July. I've got a feeling it might be July. I'd need to check. I think I only do it like every 2 to 3 months because with eyeshadows you don't notice a significant difference, even though I am noticing a significant difference from my last update, so I might do it at the end of June. Right, so now then I'm going to go in with this rose gold shade here, and I'm just going to take it on my ring finger, like so. It's beautiful, but it's not wowing me like yesterday's look did, so I like look 2 better. Don't forget to leave it in the comments down below which look you like the best. And it's not all come together yet, don't forget guys, we've not put mascara on. I also need to get a golden highlighter for the inner corner, so I'm just going to go and do that first. So I've not used this in a hot minute, guys, so I thought, what about mixing these two shades here to get that golden highlighter? So let me just do that. I'm going to do it with a pencil brush like I did yesterday. I'm just wiping the colour off it. Right, so I'll go in with a shade first, then mix it with that shade. That will just do it in the centre. And I might have to go in with a darker shade if it's not to my satisfaction. Yeah, it's a bit light. So we'll just mix these two shades, and then I'm going to go in with the deepest gold shade here, and hopefully I'll like how it looks. Yeah, that's looking better. Wow, they're super soft. Mascara, let's go in with the Essence of False Lashes as usual. I don't need to big it up because I did that yesterday. Right, let's put some eyeliner down. I'm going to use the same brush as yesterday, the Japanesque one, and I'm going to go in with that brown shade, just that one there. And that's that done. I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of that rose gold shade for the lid. Tie those two shades like the highlighter and the actual eyeshadow. Make sure there's no harsh lines. So that is that. And for lipstick, I thought I'd try and do a bronzy red. I'm using the Urban Decay in the shade Cruel. It's one of the metallics. So I don't even know why I'm putting this on because I'm going for Sunday dinner in a minute and it's all just going to come off. So that's the shade. Isn't that pretty? I feel like it's going to look really, really nice. And I don't think my highlighter is popping as much. Actually, yeah, it is. I thought I was just going to put some of that golden highlighter on. I'm going to leave it. This is the overall look, guys. We're going to leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me the last 2 days. I really, really do appreciate it. Let me know which look you like the best. Look 1 or 2. Look 1 as my vote. And I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.